What's up, guys? So I can finally make our new tier list for All-Star Tower Defense because all of the buffs, abilities, etc. are finally out for 7-star Jiren and 7-star Goku UI sign. So let's go do all the showcases, and we're going to be ranking all of the units on our new tier list, guys. So let's hop right into it. Here we go. All right, so let's start off with the 6 stars. All right, in the update, and then at the end, we'll go over the 7 stars. Now, there's actually a ton of new units in this update. A lot of them are in the capsules as well. So we'll also go over the capsule units too. They're not all that OP. So let's start off with our boy Goku. So this is the Goku 6-star you can pull directly from the banner, and he does have an 8 placement if you guys are wondering. So let's go quickly showcase him and then rank him on the list. Now, I would say he's actually just a really good unit in general, just for a 6-star you can pull. So 46k, 201k, 33k. So these are all still raid mode upgrades, guys, all the way up till here. So over 100,000 DPS with a good AoE is pretty good for raid mode. And of course, we can throw on the buff as well. And if we go throw on a max Giordano buff, you can see his stats really get elevated. So over 3 million DPS. I'd probably say like over 4 million DPS for raid mode with the blue enchant is really good. So if you guys are doing Sigin raid or something, this guy is really cracked, man. I actually might do a video of him destroying a Sigin raid. If you guys want me to make that, let me know, guys, because I think he can definitely slap that really easily. So I'll probably put that on my list of videos to make. So a very good unit for raid mode. So we're gonna wait for the buff to go away. Okay, it did. So now we're gonna go upgrade him for his infinite mode upgrades. He actually has 2 blue bomb failure. So you're gonna see the DPS doesn't look too crazy right now. All right, but if we throw on the buff, all right, he's gonna be doing pretty good DPS, guys. About 2.5 million. Multiply that by 8. So he actually is a pretty decent. He's fairly high up on the DPS list for 6 stars. However, I wouldn't say he's like busted OP or meta or anything, but I definitely think he is a good unit. So personally, on the tier list, I wouldn't rank him like at the super top. I know we have a lot of units on here, guys. Oh my gosh. I'd probably say he's in like the Boros tier. I'd say for infinite mode, he's definitely A tier, probably like low A tier. All right, pretty good unit, I'd say, but nothing too cracked. Definitely, he's actually way better than Blue Vegeta. I think he's worse than Piccolo though, so he's somewhere in that range. All right, so next up we have Diego. So this is like the new Dio from Steel Ball Run. Yes, sir, guys. They actually have Steel Ball Run characters in the game now. Pretty crazy. So let's go get him upgraded. Now, he's actually some really cheap upgrades. Like, really cheap. And his effects are pretty cool, too, and he does have a cool blessing. So it looks like a pretty W there. All right, then we got Threatening Rush. Look at that AoE, guys. And this is all raid mode. His stats aren't too crazy. Granted, he is level 1. But even max level stats are actually pretty good. Yeah, I would say he has good stats. So if you're doing anything that needs a lightning mode unit, all right, so I'd say anything like, what's it called? Oh, why is that in there now? Oh, interesting. Yeah, so if you need anything like for Marine Raid, etc., or Spirit Raid, he's gonna be really good for that. Now is supposed to get an ability that hasn't dropped yet. So he right now is a really good raid mode unit. So I'm gonna put him in the A tier. But once he gets his ability, I have a feeling he might move up into the S tier or maybe just higher in the A tier. So I'm gonna put him at like the bottom of A tier. He's really good for raids. Actually, I'm trying to think here. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm gonna put him like in the low A tier. He's a really good unit, guys. All right, so next up we have the Devil Assassin. Now he's not that good. Look at his stats, guys. Fast SPA, but we'll just go speed run, upgrade him to max because he's not that interesting of a unit to look at. So his stats are just not terrible, not great. Even max buff, 250,000. About 500,000 raid DPS. He has a really fast SPA and kind of a mid-circle. So he's not a bad unit. He does have a cool blessing, though, so that's a W. So overall, I think he's not a bad unit, but in my opinion, I don't know. I'd probably say he's more like B-tier unit. He's not terrible, but he's not cracked. All right. Next up, we have... Oh, this guy's really good, dude. This guy's cracked out. Oh, my gosh. We have Draconic Warrior. All right. This guy is actually legit. So if you guys got this in the banner, you are very lucky because he's really good. Look at these stats, guys. Oh my gosh, his raid mode stats will upgrade him to the max raid mode. Oh my gosh, guys, his raid mode stats are cracked. Look at that, man. Look how good that is. 4 million per 7 SPA. That's really good raid stats. And the thing that makes it even better is he's grass, so he's gonna be hell raid meta. So if you guys want me to make a video of him destroying the hell raid, let me know. All right, that's also on my list as well. So we'll put that on the list. And infinite mode wise, he's pretty good too. So I'll get his max infinite mode in a second once this refreshes. So 2 million DPS, pretty good for infinite mode, not gonna lie. So overall, I definitely think he deserves A tier, like low A tier. However, if you do want to beat the Hell Raid, he's probably like the best Hell Raid you could do. So I'll put him in the A tier. Good, very good units. All right. So next up, we have some units that I don't have personally, but I showcased. So I'll go over them real quick. All right. So first up, we have the String Demon. So I already showcased him. So check out the showcase for him on my channel. All right. Now he is basically a bleed unit with pretty good stats, considering you can combo him with God Zamasu. Really nice. Now the only problem with him is he's not a support unit like a Casa, but he is a pretty good bleeder, so he does a lot of good damage. I'm gonna put him high in the B tier. He's a Rui is a really good unit, guys, especially for raid mode. Highly recommended. All right, next up we have Mercury Guardian. She's bugged. I don't know if they fixed her yet. I'm gonna put her in C tier until they fix her. I don't personally like her. She's mainly a blessing unit. All right, then we have Mr. Green Supa. He does not have an element, which makes him unviable for raids, so D tier. But other than not having an element, he's actually really cracked. So I guess you also use him in the top raid, so that's pretty cool. So now we have the 2 new 7 stars. All right, so they actually buffed Goku's damage yet again. So I'm gonna go over to my DMs, and big shout out to Jubston. Now, if you guys don't know, Jubston is the GOAT, bro. He's been subscribed to me since like before 5K, maybe even before 1K. I think, yeah, actually, yeah. Probably way before 1, maybe before 500. He's been subscribing for like 3 years, 4 years. It's crazy. So anyways, let's go take a look at Goku Extinctive. So this is his new starting stats. They actually made him way more affordable. All right, so he only costs like a little bit over 500 to place, like 700. And they also upgraded his max stats as well. So he's now doing a ton of damage. I think it's like 300 million. And he does have 2 abilities, guys. So he has a one-time nuke ability, which is the highest damage nuke in the game, not counting Luffy 7 stars percentage nuke. So this is busted OP. And then he also has another ability as well called Awakening Ascended, which is the same as Idol's ability, and it's supposed to also give him critical hits. Now I think this is slightly bugged, so I think they might be fixing this one soon, but so far pretty good. All right, and then we have, I also showcased it as well. I'll go show it. We have our boy Jiren 7-star. Now Jiren 6-star is not that good, so I don't really recommend Jiren 6-star. I'm just not going to bother showcasing him on this tier list. All right, he's probably B tier, in my opinion, for Jiren 6-star. But for Jiren 7-star, I just showed up his buff a little bit ago. All right, let me get rid of this ad. All right, so basically, every wave, you have him in meditation. So when he's in meditation, he's not attacking. He gains more DPS until max of 10, guys. You're going to see Kai Focus goes all the way up to 10. And then, yeah, up to 10. And then this is his max stats with max buff at meditation 10. Now, meditation only lasts for 4 waves. So you have to meditate for 10 waves. And then you get 4 waves of DPS. So, but look at that max stats, guys. Those max stats are crazy. But unfortunately, you can only use him like 30% of the time. So that kind of sucks. But other than that, he's actually really good. So I definitely highly recommend him. He's also very cracked out in raid mode as well. So we're going to go rank those on the tier list now. Luffy 7-star, Goku 7-star, in my opinion, is 100% meta. And he's definitely better than this guy. I'd probably say... honestly, he might be up here. I don't know if I would pick him over Sid. He's definitely better than Broly. Yeah, I'd say he has a chance of being the best damaging 7-star in the game. And he's also low-key a support unit too. As far as Jiren, though, I don't think he's quite there yet. I'm going to put him in high A tier. I think he's probably up there with Broly and Kirito. I don't quite think he's better than them. This guy's actually pretty good. So I put him in A tier with the A tier units. So there you go, guys. There's the new tier list. Let me know what you guys think about it down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.